I think it's important to build a community, not only just because you're buying fresh produce is one important thing, as opposed to some produce that's not necessarily that nutritious, but also in regard to just the camaraderie, people just getting together and meeting each other and talking in the community and getting to know your neighbors, etc. And that's very important.
I've watched some of the farmers' children grow up, and they're now dealing with the market. So a lot of friendly faces. It's a very fun place to come to.
The reason we shop more like at a farmer's market is because, well, if it's grown more locally, it's normally better for you because it doesn't have all the pesticides and all that sort of not so good stuff.
You know, for me, it's you know exactly where your food is coming from. I think we definitely need to educate the younger generations because a lot of young people don't understand like why you just can't go to the grocery store and get the same thing. But here you know that was the vendor, that farmer was the one that planted the seed and also picked that, you know, zucchini or tomato Thursday or Friday of this week to bring it to market today.
One of the things that's really exciting is seeing kids who are really excited about eating the products that we sell because, you know, you don't think of that. You think of kids in bags of potato chips or candy, sort of like I was as a kid, but these are kids who really have grown up liking the things that we sell. And, you know, it's good and good for you, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
You know, it's nice to see the kids come back. I know with a lot of the vendors, they know generations of the same family. And so, you know, somebody will bring their new grandchild with them, but yet they knew their children from years ago. So I hear a lot of those kind of stories. I grew up here in Evanston, but I don't ever remember coming to the market. So for me, it's nice to see that there are generations that continue to come here.
This is probably the third oldest market in Illinois and certainly one of the largest, so it's an ideal place to come for selling your product because there are enough people here to actually support a farm of our size. It's a good job and it's selling good product, and everyone seems to think that what we're doing is important, so it's just a lot different than the rest of my life.
I wouldn't keep farming if it wasn't for the market because this makes it worth it to me. Even though we have to get up at 1 in the morning, drive 3 hours, and we're just dead by the end of the day. It's worth it because the customers appreciate it so much, and you do get to know them. And I mean, there's people who have been pregnant that now their kids are 12 years old that, you know, I know those people really well. And the first market of the year is always kind of a big hug fest because, you know, you haven't seen them all winter.
Well, it really is a sense of community here. People like to come here, they meet their friends here, they're now bringing their children here. Last year I brought in a bunch of food vendors so that you can eat here. 2 years ago when I visited the market, I thought, you have a lot of food here, but nothing to be eaten. So we now have a cafe area, we have, you know, you can buy tamales and crepes and all different kinds of stuff. And I think people now come here as a Saturday morning destination, and that's what I really thought that this market could be. Not just a market, but really a family destination, you know, where you grab everybody and say, let's go to the market today.